What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I really do not hope anyone traded today. Yeah, let's get straight into this. I didn't take a trade today. Today we had CPI at 3:30. Um, so yeah, let's get into this, and I'll let you know, and I'll go analyze this and everything with you guys. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna title this video, but this is going to be a little bit of a NAS 100 and S&P 500 analysis, and I'll also, like, how can I say, get a little bit of a recap or a reading of what trade would have looked like if I did take it. So what my trade would have looked like on NAS 100, and then yeah, I don't really trade S&P that much, but I'm gonna go over to the S&P and do exactly the same. But let's analyze it first and see what my trade would have looked like. But for now, we are just starting on the daily time frame. Excuse me, something happened here on my stream. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, on my recording. Excuse me, not my stream. Okay, let's get straight into NAS 100. Okay, so as you can see right now, we came down, filled in this daily fair value gap. Right there, we are still bullish. We've been bullish for a while now. Let me just zoom out here. Excuse me. We are bullish on the monthly time frame, weekly time frame, and as well as the daily time frame. We are still bullish. If you look on the weekly time frame, we do have this imbalances all the way down here that could possibly come and be taken out, but we'll see what happens. I don't think price will drop that far, and so we are talking about quite a long term there, so yeah, that's not really something I would be looking into. But okay, on that, here's the daily time frame. We are bullish. As you can see, we got a sweep of liquidity over here, swept out those lows and also these lows. We broke structure to the upside on this high right there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but we broke structure right there on this push up and this push down. We broke structure towards the upside with the displacement forming this fair value gap, also forming this daily order block that we are within right now. And if we can take from this low to this high, you'll see we have hit daily equilibrium as well. So that's something that I would like. That's something that gives me a positive reaction. So yeah, I would like to see price come up and take out these highs on NAS 100. So previous highs on the daily. So we'll see what happens. 4 hour. Let me just clear these guys. Sorry about that. Let me just clear this. On the 4 hourly, as you can see, if you look a bit more to the upside, you can see, okay, cool, we have got this low that got swept. We swept 4 hourly, got this 4 hourly lows got swept not right with this candle towards the downside. We broke structure to the upside on this candle right there. Sorry, let me just remove these. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, just having a little bit of technical difficulty right now. But yeah, okay. So let me just switch on the magnet right there. Okay, let's do this. So you can see 4 hourly lows got swept. We broke structure towards the upside on the 4 hourly time frame on this push towards the upside. That would make this our 4 hourly order block. price traded down to. So yeah, of this entire range, as you can see, we are looking good. We also fold this 4-hourly imbalance. But I'm only talking about the bullish side right now. So the reason I don't trade CPI because yeah, it would have, it's risky. It's very risky to trade. So yeah, as you can see, price broke structure within today. This movement that was yesterday, from this candle, we broke structure towards the downside yesterday on NAS&SPX. So what happened was, okay, that was actually, I got in a nice trade yesterday. Yeah, sorry, I'm just realizing something real quickly. But anyway, as you can see, price broke structure towards the downside on the 4-hourly time frame. Monday, yesterday. So we got this 4-hourly bearish order block that we formed, and we also do have this fair value gap, and as well as this fair value gap, but that fair value gap did get filled. You can see we also got 4-hourly equilibrium right there. So what we could possibly see price doing, because on the 4-hourly we are currently bearish, which does indicate a retracement towards the downside on the daily time frame. So the thing is, yeah, we could possibly see price dip a bit lower, coming in for these lows over here as well. So these ones right here, and even if we do see price break structure towards the downside on the daily time frame, we could expect a weekly retrace, possibly down to these lows over here. So, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I do think price should, if price does decide to dip a bit lower, we should come in for these lows. But if not, we should be fine, and looking at some bullish structure tomorrow again. But I do need price to break structure back to the upside on the 4-hourly time frame to go back into the bullish trend and finish this retracement. As you can see, we filled that daily equilibrium and the daily order block as well within that daily fair value gap. So we did fill in possibly all the retracement points that we could have on the daily time frame. That means on the 4-hourly time frame, we could at any moment retrace and then continue towards the downside, coming in for that daily low I pointed out, or possibly breaking structure towards the downside on the daily time frame. But what I would be looking for is price breaking structure back to the upside on the 4-hourly time frame. If it does not break structure back to the upside on the 4-hourly time frame, I would wait for daily to break structure to the downside on the daily time frame. So with a full candle close below this low, it's what I would look for. So yeah, if not, then tomorrow, even though there is no news, won't be a proper trading day for me due to my trends not aligning. And yeah, my strategy is very simple. It's just very straightforward, and it's easy to understand. So yeah, if you don't follow the rules, you will not you cannot trade under unprofitable conditions. So yeah, if you don't follow the rules, you won't succeed. So yeah, anyway, for 1 hourly, then we got the 4-hourly, 1 hourly. We did fill in this 1 hourly fair value gap right there. We've got about 9 minutes, excuse me, that voice crack. Yeah, we've got about 9 minutes until that 4-hourly candle closes. So what I would look for in this is on the hourly time frame, is a break of these highs, indicating a retracement back up into this 4-hourly fair value gap, or the 4-hourly order block that we've got right there. So yeah, it would be a very, and we do have a 1-hourly order block on these highs as well. So yeah, 30-minute, you can see we formed that high right there. We broke structure back towards the downside on the 30-minute time frame. So we are currently bearish from the 4-hourly down to the 15-minute, 5-minute, 15 minute, you can see we are bullish. So what could happen right now, if you go back to the 30 minute, you can see we could possibly come back up into these 30-minute this 30-minute fair value gap right there, come out, take out these highs, possibly closing above this 30-minute highs, indicating a retrace back up into this 1 hourly fair value gap, and possibly the 4 hourly equilibrium and 4 hourly fair value gap that got formed. So yeah, let me just delete this random line right now. I know it's that daily liquidity sweep I marked out, but yeah, so that's basically what I'm looking at for NAS100. I would like to see a break of structure back towards the upside on the 4 hourly time frame. If not, I won't be trading NAS100. But yeah, that's the way it is, and yeah, you need to wait, and you will eventually get those conditions you've been looking for. And even though they might not always work out, but you have to try your best and to improve yourself and to improve your strategy. And it doesn't help if you have a strategy but you don't follow the rules of it. So yeah, I'll update you guys on my analysis, and as well as tomorrow update you on if I took a trade or not. Okay, so NAS100, we got that done and dusted. Took us about 11 minutes, not too bad. We got the S&P 500 right now. S&P 500 actually is not looking too bad, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. S&P 500, you can see that we got this weekly fair value gap, but you know what I'm gonna do? Instead of marking it out with the rectangle tool, I am going to mark it out with this green line. So if you see this green line, just know it's a weekly fair value gap. It's a very small fair value gap, but it's there. Also got this lower fair value gap on the weekly, but that's a bit low. So I'm looking at the closest range right now. Daily time frame on the S&P 500, you can see we also do have this fair value gap right there. So we'll see what happens. You can see price. I don't want to get all technical right now, but as you can see price, I should actually get technical. It's some analysis for me, but and review. So yeah, but back to the trade I would have taken on NAS100. Sorry, I forgot to I forgot to tell you guys. I just thought about it while I was analyzing, but yeah, I couldn't really have taken a trade today. It's it would have been, I would not have taken a trade today in any ways. So yeah, as you can see, weekly time frame, we on S&P 500, we are bullish. Daily, we are still bullish. Within the next 4 hours, we could possibly break structure back towards the downside on the daily time frame. We got if we do close below this low, and then got this this weekly imbalance right there, got this lower 4 hourly imbalance. If you look on the weekly a bit lower, got that lower imbalance right there. Daily time frame, you can see we got that weekly imbalance. We also have these lows that could possibly be taken out, but I'll update you as market moves and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just doing like a review for myself of the market, and so and a bit of analysis. So it's not really, this is just like draws on liquidity for me that I would possibly see taken, that could possibly be taken out. Sorry, I'm just shifting back and forth real quick. Weekly time frame, from this low, this is not classified as a high yet, so this would not be correct. So yeah, we do have, it has not closed yet, so price could possibly start pushing back to the upside within 3 days and 5 hours, but it's not something that would genuinely happen. I don't think so, because yeah, I think we do have some PPI news on Friday, Thursday or Friday, if I'm correct. I think it's Friday. I'll have a look right now. Yeah, so daily bearish. We could possibly not bearish yet. 4 hour, we are. So on the 4 hourly, you can see we don't really have any points, except we swept these lows on the daily time frame, full in this daily imbalance on the S&P 500. So yeah, there's really, how can I say, not really anything I would see as a retracement except for this daily fair value gap. Excuse me, just lagged a bit there. Yeah, as you can see, bearish on the 4 hour, got this imbalance right there. This imbalance got filled on the 4 hourly time frame. We are still forming an imbalance. Within the next 2 minutes, we'll see if this 4 hour imbalance gets formed, which it should. 1 hour, you can see we are still bullish. But the only thing is with this, I don't really have daily equilibrium that I can point out there, as on what you call it, NAS&SPX. They move this. They don't move entirely the same. So on daily, on NAS&SPX, I can point out equilibrium, but I cannot point equilibrium out on S&P 500 on the daily time frame. That's just my personal perspective. It's not how I usually do it, and sorry for the notifications popping up. It's just my perspective, and I don't really, how can I say, I'm not used to pointing it out, because you can see price swept, liquidity broke structure to the upside. This high to this high, right there, we broke structure towards the upside. So the low and this low, this high would be for my equilibrium. So what I could do is mark out equilibrium from this low to this side. As you can see, we did fill it in. That's if this was, I'm not completely sure, I'm not even going to do it, but I will do it on the 4 hourly time frame, because I know it's not that I don't know how to mark out equilibrium, but I'll show you why I cannot mark it out on the daily time frame. So the thing is, with the daily time frame, you have to see something like this: sweep of liquidity towards the upside. We broke structure towards the downside. As you can see, we broke structure towards the downside. Price came in. We formed that low right there. From this high to this low would be equilibrium. As you can see, price did not pull back into equilibrium just yet. So yeah, that's the thing. 1 hour, you can see same thing right here. Sweep of liquidity towards the upside, break of structure towards the downside. So we got a break of structure right there. So this would be where I would have pointed out my equilibrium from this. So I would have expected price to push back up in here and then continue towards the downside, but due to news, we just dropped straight away. So yeah, that's something that, okay. And 30 minute, 1 hourly, we are bearish, 4 hourly bearish. So the thing is, daily is still bullish, but we'll see within the next few hours. 4 hour, you can see we are still bearish, so we should be seeing a low form on the 4 hourly time frame, and as well as the 1 hourly, we should see a retrace back up into the size, if possible, into this equal on the 50% of this fair value gap, possibly closing out this entire fair value gap that was formed during CPI. 30 minute time frame, you can see if I take this and I mark out market open, you can see this was market open right there, and it's not really something that would have bothered me or a trade I would have wanted to take. So yeah, as you can see, price broke structure towards the upside, retraced into that 1 hourly fair value gap right there, and then broke structure back towards the downside. So if you go on the 15-minute, you can see, okay, cool, folding that fair value gap, swept these highs right there. So what we could possibly see is a continuation towards the downside on the 15-minute time frame for S&P 500. So yeah, equilibrium would have, if you can we just broke structure back to the downside. So what I would do is, for equilibrium from this high to the next low forming, so wherever it forms would be my equilibrium. Let's see on the 5-minute. You can see same thing here. This is, I just want to point this out real quick. There is my equilibrium. That high or this high. There's my equilibrium of this range. You can see price pushed out, came back in. That's not a bother, but I would not have taken this trade in any way. It's a setup. Don't get me wrong, it's a setup, but it's not something a trade I would have taken, even in the 30-minute time frame. You can see that we are bearish. 1 hourly time frame bearish, 4 hourly time frame we are all bearish, and I would, well, what I said with NAS&SPX, I would not have taken a trade today. I mean it, I wouldn't have. Same thing on S&P 500, I would not have taken a trade today. It doesn't fit my risk, it doesn't fit my strategy, and it also doesn't fit my plan. So it doesn't, how can I say, I'm not going to say it doesn't fit my strategy, but it doesn't fit my trading plan. And I've got a plan for news, I've got a plan for every single scenario I went through so far. I'm still learning in trading, but you need to have a plan, and the only way you're gonna succeed is if you have a plan. Even your risk management has to be right, everything just has to be right. So that's about everything I wanted to say, and I thank you guys so much for watching. And I also wanted to, just for fun, start posting a bit of crypto videos and stuff on my YouTube. But if you guys would like to see some crypto videos, I'm not good in crypto, but I like analyzing and I like pointing out the market, and I like getting good at pointing out where the market is going to go. Let me show you a quick on Bitcoin. Daily time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame. You can see we formed this fair value gap. My analysis is gone now. I removed everything, but as you can see, this was a point in liquidity for me, and this was a point in liquidity for me as well. We filled in this fair value gap on the weekly. We broke structure up on the daily towards the upside, basic setup, and then we just started pushing towards the upside on Bitcoin on the daily time frame. But this is just a very quick explanation of what I think, and I enjoy. I want to start building my crypto portfolio and stuff like that as well. And even though I'm still learning and I'm still trying to be, this is a paper trading account, don't worry about this. I'm still learning, and I'm still studying and stuff like that. So I'm trying to push my trading and stuff like that. So it's just something that I've been thinking about, and I really wanna get into it. So anyways, that is on the 4 hourly time frame. You can see there we go, you can see a clear equilibrium on the NAS&SPX. So you can see price swept liquidity towards the upside, got the high, the low, break of structure. So we got our high, then our lower high, lower low, and then lower high, and then lower low. So it's just a normal standard downtrend that we've got here. So it's just something I've been looking at, but we'll see what happens. On NAS&SPX, I doubt that will break structure towards the downside on the daily time frame, but I do think it would happen on S&P 500. So Yeah, and the reason I like NAS 100, I trade it more, is because it's the movements are more fluent on NAS 100 than they are on S&P for me. I just find it better and easier to trade NAS 100 than to trade the S&P. So yeah, let's see what happens. Then we take it from there. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated on my profile, my crypto portfolio I would like to start building up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll chat to you guys a bit later. Thank you guys.